Yeah man, what's up everybody? Happy New Year. I hope your holidays were wonderful. Yeah everybody, I be back. RastaBlu, your favorite Italian Rastafarian. Yeah man. So I wanted to wish, I hope you are having a wonderful New Year. And I definitely had to come up on here in the tubes. I'm up here in Pennsylvania, visiting Brother John. Why I'm here, I don't know. Because usually now, I'm spending a few months in Jamaica, and then, a couple of months in Italy. So, why I had to come up here in the middle of winter, because Rastafarians don't like cold weather, so we like singing in the sun, So lots of stuff going on since I've been around. I know. First, my condolences to the friends and family of William Cardinal. May he rest in peace. Second, I want to say to Sister Sunshine, if you don't know Sister Sunshine, go Sister Sunshine TV. Former Oneness Pentecostal, now back to her Buddhist roots. Congratulations, Sister Sunshine. Whatever makes you happy. I want to say I hope Jack, is your dog, is doing better. I know he may have surgery soon, so may we all wish your Jack to be healed quickly. So, and I know all drama as usual, always going on in YouTube. As long as there's people, there'll be drama. But in today, what I want to address is a video I saw, because as you know, I am atheist, or have been atheist, leaning more to a deistic side, so atheist, deistic, as opposed to Brother John. We think a little differently. But I want to address Brother Mark, who is Deist Reality. Okay, I'm gonna put links to all these people's channels, down below. His video called I am the Christ Prophet, and he starts his video showing how he's number one on these search engines, and that's all good, Mark. But I would change the title of the video, and I'm going to explain why. And I agree with most of your video, and perhaps at this time, if you have not seen that video, anyone, you'll pause this and go see his video first on the I am the Christ Prophet. And he makes many valid points. Christ does mean the anointed. Anointed. I believe Greek word Christos. I don't know Hebrew word off the top of my head. But it means anointing, and the anointed. And I wanted to address this because Mark made valid point, and I know when Christians will watch that kind of video, right away, think they think that you're proposing to be God. And that's a big no-no if you're going to pretend to be God. Okay? But Mark he make that point. It's not about being God, because he made the point we all part of God, part of source, whatever that may be. Now the Abrahamic faiths want to more personalize this God, but that brings them to form, a singular form, an image, like the old man with the beard sitting on his throne in the clouds, and this is God. You know, because people need to use whatever known concepts to them to try to explain these mysteries, the unexplainable. So therefore there's this, we put form. So then we make it Father, and then we make it separate from us. And I understand, you believe, oh yeah, we're separate by sin. But bear with me, my friends. Everything, we're all interdependent. You want to deny that fact, then, you go live in your fantasy delusional land, okay? But when you cross the line and say your ideas need to be for every part of society, now for people like that, especially if they get into power, are dangerous, because that becomes about ego and control and fear, on the conscious level or subconscious level. But I digress. We all part of one another. We know that, everything, matter, is just, these little atoms bouncing around, We think everything is totally solid when really it's not, because there is spaces in between those molecules and all this stuff working all around us. And every system in the world is interdependent. We all share some kind of DNA. Similarities. Though we are all have unique and individuals, yet things, overlap, There could be more than one person who musically talented, play the same kind of music, right? So they're connected in that way, but it's individual but separate. But one, And that's the beauty of the world, that things can be different and the same at the same exact time. So, and if this all come from intelligence, design, God, creator, source, from somewhere, because I believe it got to come from somewhere. You give it a name. But when we get dogmatic, that becomes the dividing. This is how it divides us. But if we could believe that God is bigger than anything that any one of us can even think of or imagine, with a limited amount of knowledge, you're crazy. And this is the problem with religion. But if we can all think, we come all from God, because God created all, right? Okay? So, getting back to Christ, an anointing, which, in tradition was rub a little oil on your head, symbolizing the Spirit of God, usually olive oil, right? They put it on your head to kind of, it's really ceremonial, symbolic. The power is not in that. Right? We just do ritual to recognize a change in our lives, And unfortunately, it's more done ritualistically than in reality. And in the reality, man, is that when we come into a awareness of a higher consciousness and of all this unity, right? When that awareness comes the awareness that you, my friend out there, you are anointed. You are set apart to do what you are called to do with your life. And only you know that. Your passions, whatever you are passionate about, do it. Whatever makes you feel good and happy, do it, as long as it don't hurt anyone else. And I mean physically hurt anyone else, okay? Feelings are not, emotions. It don't do no good, So, be happy in what you want to do with your life. Strive for it. We only here a short amount of time, whether you are atheist or theist. So, you might as well live the abundant life, which comes from an anointing. The realization that you are anointed. That you have the awareness of your consciousness. It's like being conscious of your consciousness. It's being aware that from looking outside yourself, if you could just look outside yourself, say above you for a second. Yaman? And you're looking at you. Your consciousness of your consciousness. And being able to do that, right? To being alive and all these experiences we have, good and bad. It's an amazing thing, Yaman. It is a really amazing thing to be in life, alive, aware. And we start living in lower vibrations, in lower terms, when we get really caught up too much in a lot of negative things, and most of it's politics and religion, right? Economy, money, yes, we all need that. But we need the balance. We need to put life into perspective. We need to be true to ourselves. We need to not allow our ego and pride get in the way, because that winds up causing a lot of the money and greed problems, right? Because, hey, I gotta have all these things. These things will make me happy. And we all know that you got all the things in the world, but they're not going to be happy. Unless you are grateful for the very things you have now. And that starts with this awareness of our lives. And that's the anointing. We are all Christ's prophet. Unfortunately, many are not aware of it. They're not, Yaman. So the only thing I change, Mark, with your video, is I would say I am a Christ prophet, not the Christ prophet, because though you in your own time, whether you meditate, contemplate, and you can experience for yourself, yes, I am the Christ prophet. Not to say the like ego, bringing yourself up, but perhaps maybe we should just throw it out, really, to tell you the truth now I think about it. I say I am a Christ prophet because it brings everybody. A meaning I am a Christ prophet just like you and you, brother, sister. If I say I am the Christ prophet, Yaman, hold on. Yeah, I think that invites ego, man? And kind of, Yaman, whether it be subconsciously or consciously, you raising yourself above everyone else. So that's why I take the out of your title. I am a Christ prophet. You are a Christ prophet. I am a Christ prophet. You are a Christ prophet.